So there you go. Morning, sir.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm excellent, my brother. How you doing, sir?
Blessed and highly favored.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Got that above dirt feeling.
Yeah. I hear you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Above the dirt, not below the dirt.
Yes, sir. And losing weight.
You losing weight?
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Product's working.
Yes, there they are. They're definitely working.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of feedback from the gummies and the tea. I don't think
Yeah.
people expected the tea to taste as good or to have the flavor that it had. So I think people this week have been within the last week have been getting the product. So it's been an interesting conversation the last several weeks or this last week with people.
Well, that's great. Anything positive is always interesting.
Yeah, I have several people share today about the experience that they've been getting, the feedback they've been getting from people, getting the product, trying the product. So it's been good. Danto, good morning, sir. How you doing, my brother?
Good morning. I'm doing great.
Good to see you.
Likewise.
Indeed. You've met Perry Beasley, right, Danto?
On the call. I've seen him on the call.
Oh, you guys got to definitely connect, man. We got to bring the fellas together.
Absolutely. Got to make this man movement.
That's right.
All right, Dante. Yeah, we friends on Facebook though.
Right.
I make sure I reach out to him. So we friends on Facebook.
Oh, good. Yeah, you got to reach out, Dante. You got to reach out to Perry. You're gonna love Perry, man.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. Double diamond, building a triple. As a man, in it works. You know.
There we go.
That man.
I'm just following your footsteps. What is it? A phenomenally?
Yes, that's it. Good morning, ladies. We would never miss out on welcoming the ladies in the house. Hello there. I see you, Miss Ruth. I see you, CEO Panya.
Good morning.
Good morning. Panya, I'm glad that situation worked out.
Most definitely.
I know you guys were feeling a little topsy-turvy, but I told you, all things work together.
There you go.
That's all right. I'm excited about it. Hey, Juanetta, good morning. She said, God morning. I know that's right. Good to have you on, superstar. How are you? Hey, welcome, everybody.
Good morning, Mr. Wilkins.
How are you, Patricia? Good to see you. I did a Facebook Live. No, it wasn't. I did it in the group. Patricia, you there?
I am.
Yeah, I did a tips from the top video in the Bifyln group. So it was hinged on some great information. You know how to swim.
I just want to say good morning to the Slim Mears.
Come on, Slim Mears. Good morning. Good to have you on. Glad to see you.
Coach Juarez here, Texas.
Coach, I see you, man. I see you. I got to get me a background with some water and I feel good looking at the screen, brother. Listen, I'm gonna bring you on in a second. I'm also gonna bring Stephanie Allen. I see you in the house. I got your message. I need you to share that with everybody on the Power Hour this morning. That was powerful. I mean, folks.
Yes, it was. My pocketbook was powerful yesterday too.
I know that's right. So I can't wait to hear from you and have everybody hear from you as well this morning. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. If you are just getting a chance to get on, go ahead and let us know where you're calling in from. State your name, rep your city.
Good
morning, Rachel, Houston, Texas.
Hey, Houston, Rachel, how are you?
Donita Miles. Hey, everybody. Loganville, Georgia.
Come say good
Loganville,
morning.
Georgia. Welcome, Georgia. Who else do we have out there?
Good morning.
Hey, Memphis, Tennessee.
From Tennessee. I know that's right. Welcome, Tennessee.
Good morning, calling from Galveston, Texas. This is Jessica.
Come on, Galveston, Texas. That's Galveston Island. Y'all better recognize.
Good morning,
know that's
Deborah. Monica's here from Houston.
Hey, Monica Beasley.
Good
How
morning,
are
Mr.
you?
Wilson
So good
and
to see
team.
you. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Who else do we have out there?
Smalls, from
Who was that?
Deborah Smalls, Roswell, Georgia.
Hey, Roswell, Georgia. Hey, Deborah, welcome, welcome. Good to have you on. Welcome, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
I see you out there. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you guys.
Hi, Dr. Walker from the UK.
In the house, from the UK.
In the house.
Shayon, you ready to share the reason why? You ready to talk about the why this morning?
Okay.
Yes, get ready, get ready. We're coming to you in a second. I'm coming to you. So I'm giving you a 5-minute notice, And so we'll be coming to you in a second. All right, folks, welcome to the call. I know we've got so many people that are already here, and I know many more that will be getting on to this morning's Power Hour. I am elated, excited, and just full of gratitude this morning for each and every single one of you. Wow, what a phenomenal week we've been having already with the launch of the Slim Me movement. How many of you excited? If you're just excited, if you can feel just a spirit, a wave of gratitude and excitement, put it in the chat, put 333 in the chat. I'm telling you, things are coming together in such a monumental way with this Slim Me movement. So I definitely want to shout out a few people this morning. First of all, I've got to shout out Coach Juarez White. I've been watching, I've been seeing you post and tag me at 9 a.m., 9 p.m. I even saw him write fine by 9. I said, a man saying fine by 9 is a man on a mission. That's what I'm talking about. So congratulations, Ruby, building to Emerald, Coach Juarez White, of course, Mrs. Stephanie Allen. I am seeing your posts on a consistent basis as well. So congratulations. What else can I say about CEO Panya Dotson, Emerald building to Diamond? Same thing. I'm recognizing. I'm taking notes. I'm communicating with corporate about it. Of course, they're asking like, man, this thing is moving. What you guys got going on? Because I found it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is permission. So I didn't run nothing by them. So, but they're loving it. They're loving the movement that we're creating, and we're just in the infancy stage. And I told you, ladies and gentlemen, that everything that's big was once small. And so first week, I see those of us that are committed to this process. I've been recognizing those of you like the Fergusons. Where's Pam Ferguson? I thought I saw her. I see Sunyata on here. They are committed and posting every single day and tagging us, and I'm seeing it and I'm commenting and we're engaging. And ladies and gentlemen, that's one of the things that I want to start off this morning with is consistency. Tonight's call, or this morning's call, is really going to be a Q&A session. So I really want you to take your questions, put them in the chat. Questions relative to the business, any questions that you have. I want to make sure that we are serving you and really being specific with regards to where you are in your businesses today, where some of your team members are in their businesses today, as well as where you see yourself growing to. And so we're going to really highlight and invest this time this morning, not with just a generalized training, but I want to be specific with regards to answering questions that you may have. And here's the truth. Somebody that as a part of the family has as well, but maybe they haven't had the time, maybe they haven't had the courage or even the awareness to ask that specific question, because we are all dealing with many of the same things. And I believe that when we bring them to the forefront, when we bring them to the table, so many of us get a chance to benefit from the answers to the questions that you're dealing with as it relates to your business. So no question is too big, no question is too small, whether the question is about, charting, whether your question is about leveraging social media, whether your question is about how to attract new distributors onto your team, how to attract or enroll new customers, how to market, how to promote without seeming spammy when it comes to the Slim Me movement, or how to engage, how do you create more duplication on your team? Whatever those questions are, I want you to be specific as you can in the chat this morning about your question. If you want to send it to me in the chat privately, you can. If you just want to put it in the chat publicly, you can do that as well. I've got my chat open, I believe. Yeah, it's open here. And so we're going to line those up. So a couple of things I want to do real quick. I want to go out to those of you that I know for a fact have, we've been in communication about the Slim Me movement. You've been posting, you've been sharing, and you've been engaging, getting customers. I want to go over to Mrs. Stephanie Allen real quickly. Diamond, going double diamond here. You know, kind of share with us some of what you talked to me or sent me the other day, I think it was today, as relates to the incredible response you've been getting from the skinny tea, the slimming gummies, and just with the customers. I was reading your message in terms of what you earned just on yesterday. So, you know, Stephanie Allen, I'll bring you on here. Let me make sure that we have you unmuted so that we've got, we can hear you. Okay, so it says ask to unmute. We've got you ready. There you go.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes,
My
ma'am.
internet is acting a little crazy this morning. Good morning, everyone. I had an day on yesterday, and I made $400. Actually, it was like $412 to be exact. But I have been getting a great response when I'm doing my Facebook Lives in the morning on my way out the door. A 5-minute regimen, as I call it, my 5-minute fix, with my collagen, my celery, and my super reds. And so I do that. And before I get off of that live, I have several inboxes. Hey, I want to try that. Hey, how can I get that? And so anyway, they don't even know what it is that I'm actually doing. I never mentioned it works. This morning I did, just to put it out there, but I never really mentioned the company's name. I just always, they just see me doing my morning regimen. And so the tea has just taken off. Like I'm just flying for the I'm actually out of the lemon flavor right now. I still slimming gummies. They're giving me good feedback. And I have so much feedback, but it's like I've been so busy, you know, marketing and putting myself out there that I haven't been able to put all the comments in our chat with Billy for your last name. But I have lots of comments and just great feedback. And this morning I was on my live and 2 people told me how well they love the sleepy tea. And so I was trying to only talk about the, you know, the new product, the new tea, but they keep telling me how they love the sleepy tea and the hair, skin, and nail vitamins. And so, hey, everything works. And I tell you what, my pocket was really smiling all the way to the bank yesterday. Back to you, Mr. Wilkins.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. I think, you know, the biggest thing that I'm hearing is you're putting yourself out there. And, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you that, you know, in network marketing, it's about learning how to market to your network. And one of the things that you have to learn to do in this business is 2 things. Number 1, you have to learn how to network. And number 2, you're going to have to learn how to market, okay? And now let me define what I mean by that. For those of you that want to get to the VIP levels in our business, all right? You don't want to just hit VIP, you want to build to VIP. There's a difference, and I want you to write this down. There's a difference between hitting a rank and building a business to a rank, all right? I don't want you, and many of you know this by now, I don't teach people how to hit ranks, okay? Because you can't take rank, Cara, to the bank. You cannot take rank to the bank at all. What you can take to the bank is a rank plus volume plus numbers. That equals profitability. So your rank plus volume plus numbers, the number of people that are engaged into a system of duplication. We talk about it all of the time when I give you the example of the 3 vital signs of a successful, healthy business. You know, if you were to, you know, get sick, or if you were to be pulled into an ambulance, or, you know, go to a physician, one of the things that they do immediately is they check your vital signs for life. They plug you up to the machine to check your vital signs. Why is that important? Because based upon your vital signs will determine what they need to do next. Some of you, we've got to look at your vital signs in your business to find out what you need to do next. So for example, when I look at the 3 vital signs of a healthy, growing business, vital sign number 1 is how many people are showing the plan at least 4. I know you don't want to hear this morning. You're like, really? I thought it was new. What's the new game plan, coach? I mean, it won't change. I promise you. I promise you. I got a call. They some 7-figure a year earners reached out to me. I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday. They're in an entirely different company. They've gotten to 7 figures a year in network marketing, which is great, and it's also dangerous. It's great to have the income. It's dangerous not to know how you created it. It's great to have the income. It's dangerous not to know how you created it, because if you don't know how you created a thing, you cannot recreate it. And most importantly, you can't duplicate it. You can't duplicate the information to somebody else so they can go create it. How many people, vital sign number 1 is how many people, including yourself, are showing the plan at least 4 times a week. I want you to look down at your vital signs right now. I'm getting ready to bring on Dr. Shayun in a second here. Okay. I want you to look down on your sheet, find out, look at your calendar, look at your journal. Hopefully you've got that. How many people outside of me are showing the plan? Okay. Somebody asked me, what's the simplicity of going Ruby in a month? The simplicity of, of going Ruby is identifying how many times you're showing the plan a week. Number 2, vital sign. How many people on my team are showing up to weekly events? How many people on my team are showing up to our weekly events? What are our weekly events, class? Monday, mastermind. Well, Monday, 7 p.m. opportunity call. How many people on your team are showing up to that call? Do you have a get? See, ladies and gentlemen, I'm running a business. And so, Panya, guess what? I have notes on every single call. I've got the notes of how many people showed up to the call. Every single Monday at 7, I've got a circle in my calendar, and I put the number of people that showed up. Why? What you don't trace cannot be improved. Vital signs. 8 p.m. mastermind session. How many people are showing up on my team? I go through the thing. Okay, I see this. Oh, maybe it's just me. Great, I'm showing up. See, you can't expect anybody to do what you have not been willing to do, watch it, consistently. Consistently. Okay? So some of you, this is a refresher. Some of you, this is new. The reason why I brought up that team, those leaders, that they want me to come, what I'm teaching you this morning, they're asking me to come teach this to their 5- and 6-figure a year earners. Why? They don't know how they created $1 million a year income. And it can be scary. When you don't know how you did it, you achieved it. And when you don't know how you did it, you lose it. All the time. Okay? So, vital sign number 2, how many people are showing up to events? Number 3, how many people on my team are running auto ship on the 1st? On the 1st. why on the first, Jared, is something called, I want you to write this down, mental momentum. Mental momentum. In every company, every direct sales company you get involved with, any business you get involved with, okay, any business you're going to grow, it's the mentality of the CEO, of the owner, that produces the reality. It didn't matter what company we partnered with, we were going to get to the top. Why? Because like I said in that video, and if you haven't watched the video I did yesterday, I'm telling you, we had a moment. That was not planned. I was coming on there to make an announcement about today's call or promote today's call. And man, I just started getting fresh revelation. And I talked about the greatest trick of the enemy. One of his greatest tricks is to confuse you out of confidence. Yeah, to confuse you. Because write this down, a confused mind does nothing. When you're confused, see, confusion, listen to me, confusion is a thought. Confusion, the ability to be confused is my thinking. My thinking is confused. And so remember, thoughts create things. Thoughts create things. And when I'm confused, I create, listen, chaos. And God is not the author of confusion. All right, let me go to Dr. Shayoun. I'm getting too deep too fast. All right, Dr. Shayoun, I want to bring you on real quickly. Take the next 10 minutes. Talk to us about the reason why. Talk about the reason why, how we identify our reason why, how you've identified your reason why, because number one, you're a diamond. And very few people make the decision and then back it up with a commitment to get promoted to diamond. And even less people on where you are in the UK have actually achieved that. So for you to do that shows a person that has, number one, confidence. Number two, someone that is committed. And number three, somebody who's been consistent. And we need to know why that happened. So Dr. Shayoun, I want to turn the call over to you. Thank you so much for agreeing to serve this morning.
Hi, thank you so much for the opportunity, Mr. Jarrell Wilkins. Hi, family. How are you doing? Okay, I know I bring some energy to the table all the way from the United Kingdom. I want to say the first thing for me is I was looking, right? I was looking. It wasn't about just being approached. It was me that came out to look for, because there was something I was looking for. My first reason is, for me, I'm a community leader. I'm a community builder. And 7 years ago, starting out with being overweight and obese, I didn't like the feeling. I didn't like all the excess, lack of confidence. And I've always been a very confident person because I've been in sales and marketing for quite a lot. But for me to lose it, coming to the United Kingdom, because of situations, I knew it could happen to anybody if it could happen to me. So when I got the hang of that, all I just wanted to do is help more people. Who else? So for me, I wouldn't say money is a driving force, but I'm rearranging my thoughts now. Because I'm learning from my mentor. Yes, it's good to love on people, but you've got to also think about what's in it for you, right? So for me, what's in it for me is I need a platform to help the people that I see, because I know how it feels, right? Not being body confident is a big thing. And especially once you have passed the age of 40, it's even more difficult. So I was looking for. So I remember, let me recap the story again, that when Mr. Jarrell Wilkins approached me in 2019, it was like, and that's why it will always say, stay consistent. Folks, if you're going to fault me on anything, you can never, ever fault me on my consistency. It's a decision I made. Whether I feel like it, whether I don't feel like it, I show up because I'm not doing it for anybody. I'm ticking the box for me first in consistency, right? So when I was approached, it was a difficult time because I couldn't really focus on business at that time. What I was looking for was to get into the community and to focus on my politics. But because it was on social media and it was consistent with some of those information, I'll always go to his wall to check out what's going on because I've been following the Wilkins for over 4 years on social media, and I knew we were going to do something together. But when we were talking at that time, it wasn't the right time. So consistency, folks, for you to go to the next level, stay consistent. One of the ladies that was sharing, I think it was CEO Ponya, says someone has been following her for some time, maybe almost 18 months or so. I don't know who said that person has been searching, looking 18 months before she made a decision, before she approached her. I think one of the ladies, I can't remember who, but I remember that. What if in those 18 months she has stopped doing what she was doing? That would have been lost. So consistency is number one for me. So when I was approached, it wasn't the right time. So I'll also say it may not be the right time for the people you're asking now. And trust me, even right now, I'm asking a lot of people, and a lot of people are not making decisions yet, but I know they are coming because those that are assigned to me will come to me. And I'm only one person away from that breakthrough, big breakthrough in my business. So at times, it may look like things are kind of plated, but you know what? The next level is coming. So I was looking. So when it was time for me to look, because I was looking for a platform that has the products that work, that has products in the same place. Because here's what I do. Because I coach confidence, I go to other places. I say, okay, you need to go to Oil and Barrett or this, pick up this, you need this, add this. So I was looking for why am I working for free for all the health and wellness companies? Because they're shop owners just like me. My shop could be online, they have a physical shop, but they're doing what I'm doing. But why do I need to be working for them for free? Because I know some of my clients need what they have, all right? So I was looking for a platform that has everything together in one place. And this is what we have at It Works. If you're really looking to help enough people, you can easily have 2, 3. See the Slim Me movement. We have 3 products all together in one place, and they deliver, right? You can pick and choose and create something. So my first why is look for a platform that will help people, especially in getting their body confidence. It also pays money out because it's not just about getting results. I need some people that I'm a network. I need to show them how they can use their stories to make money. And this has helped me a lot. So 1, consistency. 2, show up. 3, I knew what I was looking for, and It Works gave me the platform to do that. Going diamond was a decision, right? I decided I was going to do it, and I had this conversation with my family. Guys, it's going to be work these few days, but I need to hit this. I need to create the story because, one of the things that's important in network marketing is the speed, your first 30 days, your first 90 days, the story, because you're going to be telling that story for a long time. My mentor says, let's create this story so you have a good story to tell. So it wasn't easy, but I made up my mind it was going to happen. And then people started showing up that wanted to do the same thing. So it became a movement. I think it slowed down a little bit in the UK, yes, right? But we are relaunching because some people came in, they don't have my consistency, they don't have my passion for people, and maybe some of them have not made as much money because they have not invested as much time. Now let's get this right too. Money follows value. And I ask the question, how many people are you helping? How many people are you solving the problems for? You can always check that in your paycheck. So if my paycheck is not looking like what I want it to look like, it's just because I've not helped as many people as I should have. And number 3 is that duplication. Attracting the right people that will carry the vision. And one thing I've seen, with Jared is passing on the vision all the time, right? All the time. And I'm learning to do that, to just passing on the vision so that we can run with one vision, making it plain every single day. The vision, where are we going? So if I'm saying we are a triple diamond team, I'm not just looking at me. Who can I help to get to the level that's going to support my own dream? So it's no longer me. Who else can I help? So duplication. And the fourth thing I'll say is know your numbers. Okay, know your numbers. You got to work with numbers. Numbers. And they say that numbers don't lie. But at times you're knocking on doors and it seems it's not open yet. And trust me, some of the people that came on with me while I was on my diamond team, on my diamond run, I have been speaking to them for over 6 years. When different platform, yes, maybe about 2 other platforms, I'll speak to them. This is what I'm doing now. So whoever is in your network that doesn't know what you're doing yet, give them a ring. Even if they don't say yes, for their information. And that's what I'm saying. See, it's for your information, right? This is what I'm doing now. You want to be a part of it? You can actually be a customer. You want to be one of my 90-day product testers? And it's happening, right? So please know your numbers. What does it take to get there? And frankly speaking, for me, I have not been doing 4 times a day presentation lately, right? Because I have a lot of things. I'm building my political career. I'm building the family. I have a course I'm on. There's a lot going on right here. So what am I looking at? The little time that I'm going to be spending, I want it to make sure that I have the best out of it. So I'm doing one-to-one, sending voice notes. Somebody taught us that voice notes, right? Voice notes. And following up. God, folks. Follow up. One of my clients, okay, I had a new loyal customer coming in yesterday, and we've been speaking. She was one of my DJs for one of my events. She's a lady DJ. Because she's been seeing my, even if I can't speak to people, every single day my story is going out, especially on my WhatsApp. I use a lot of my WhatsApp, right? So I'm sending daily pictures and testimonials. I call it praise report, right? Praise report. This. Join the movement. People may not get back to me immediately. Some other people are sharing it and they're calling me. So stay consistent. Share. Don't be emotionally attached to yes or no. Okay. Frankly speaking, people know me, they know me for that. Oh, I'm selectively deaf until I hear yes. That's me. But at times, I may just give you some space. So when you are going out doing that, going diamond is amazing. Maintaining diamond is another thing entirely. So just like Mr. Jared Wilkins says, we've got to work on the numbers. So presentation, follow up, be a product of the products. My wellness is no longer about business. It is a decision. It's my lifestyle. And I'm showing that every single day. Even when people are not ready for the products, because they know it's not in their consciousness, they send other people to me. And now that we are relaunching and getting to that triple diamond, leaders are coming on board because I'm only one person away from that breakthrough in my business. I hope that's able to help.
Absolutely is able to help. Thank you for sharing that. And come on, light up the comments. If you got anything, voice notes, be a product of the product. How many of you got something out of that training? Be sure to show some love in the comments. Come on. Thank you. I see you. Voice notes, start sending those out. A couple of things that came in as well during the training. Again, you guys have questions. You've got questions concerning anything in the business today. We want to be specific. I know we got about 25 minutes. And any of the other leaders, diamonds and above, that want to share, just lift your hands. I'll bring you on to do that as well. To share on different aspects of what we're going to be covering when it comes to some of the training this morning. a couple of things that I want to lift up out of what she was talking about this morning in terms of knowing your numbers. We talked about the vital signs. We've talked a little bit about some of those things. One of the questions that came up in the comments was simplicity of going Ruby. Excuse me. Simplicity of going Ruby. Now, okay, so let's talk a little bit about that. Some of you're familiar with charting. And I was telling Tanya Dotson this the other day. I have never charted in It Works, ever. Am I against charting? No. Do I recommend charting? To those that need to. Yeah, of course. Can I train you on the It Works way of charting? No, I can't. Why? Because my mind, when it comes to looking at certain things, I know what moves me and I know what repels me. So for example, my lovely wife, she's turning a part of our garage into her gymnasium. All right. And so we've got memberships to 24-hour fitness. We got membership already paid for. I mean, 24-hour fitness, Rachel, they have all the gym equipment you can thoroughly enjoy. They've got Stairmaster, they've got weight sets, free weights, bench press, they've got treadmills. But my wife says, no, I want to work out at home. Panya, the 24-hour fitness gym is 5 minutes from the house, literally around the corner. She said, no, I want to have my own gym. I said, is it because of COVID? No, it ain't because of COVID. Are you concerned about wearing a mask and washing your hands? No, I'm not concerned about that. I just want my own gym roof at my own house. All right, cool. You want your own gym. What about the membership? We're on auto ship. You don't care nothing about that. All right, okay. All right. What about the personal trainer? $1,000 a month personal trainer. You gonna go back to him? No, don't want to go to him at all. I'm fine. I want to do my own workout at my own house. Okay, no problem. The only problem, ladies and gentlemen, is that we ain't have no gym equipment. All right. So she decides she's gonna go buy equipment. Whenever it is you got a goal that you want to accomplish, typically you got to buy some what? Resources. All right, so you go on Ruby. Can I ask you a question? How many resources, how much money have you invested into the resources for Ruby? You go on Ruby, Ruby does at least 2,000 in volume for the month or more, between 2,000 to 3,000 in volume for the month, right? Have you invested at least $200 shots of resources for Ruby Run? Giving you simplicity. So she goes out, and unbeknownst to me, she didn't leave the house to go buy any resources. I didn't see her not one time go to Best Buy. No. She didn't go to Academy. She went to her mobile phone. Shucks. And started ordering stuff. I would look up and they will be delivering. Trucks will be backing up into the driveway. They delivering weight sets and delivering weights and delivering treadmills and they delivered it. Listen, and none of it is assembled. Shucks. It's not assembled. It Works will deliver you the resources ordered, but how many of us can attest by show of hands that it's never assembled? They deliver you the tea, the skinny tea. They'll deliver you the skinny coffee, the skinny brew, the keto coffee, the super nut. They deliver all of the resources that are required, but it is up to you, to assemble it. because you are the one that has the what? The goal. So my lovely wife, we're talking about charting. I know you're like, man, what does this have to do, Jared, with you not liking the chart? It got everything and nothing to do with it. And so they deliver all the stuff, Rachel. None of it's assembled. Rose, Winetta, they got all the parts in a box. Do you know they don't even give you tools? They just deliver all their stuff. And then listen to this though. They give you instructions. They give you a box of resources and instructions. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Have you ordered your resources and are you following the instructions to assemble your equipment? Man, I'm teaching better than you're responding. I hope you're taking notes. And so, Dr. Shayoun, here's the point. She takes the time to read the instructions. She lays out all her resources and she takes the time to read the instructions, and they've got charts and they've got, listen, pictures and they've got words, they got all of that, but you need time to read the instructions. And then here it is, follow the assembly directions. All right. So I'm noticing all this stuff show up, and of course, I see her reading the instructions, and I say, "Hey, honey," and I quickly run out. I told you I don't do details. I just, that ain't me. No, I'll just pay some. I got to write this down. Put this in the comments. PFT, 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 PFT. What's PFT, Jared? People for that. Yeah, I got people for that. I pay. I pay people to do that. I ain't trying to read all that. I start cutting my fingers. I don't know about you. When you try to sit, I cut my hand. Some of you love doing stuff, hanging stuff. She loves that. I don't like it. I hate it. I start breaking out in the hives looking at all the. I'm like, no, let me. I'll go do a conference. I got a Zoom presentation. Oh, the baby needs feet. I find it. She's like, no problem. I already know you. I love doing this. You don't like doing it. She loves it. She got her whole setup. She got her TV in there with different program going on of people assembling stuff, not assembling gym equipment, doing because that's what she. Oh, cool. So I come in there because I get a text and she says, can you come help me? Shucks. No, you read the instructions, you're following directions, you love this, but you still need help. This is where some of you are struggling in your business. Because you enjoy it, because you like it, you've read the directions, you read the instructions, you got the directions. My question was, when was the last time you called for help? Not she needed help. Watch this. She needed help, not me doing it for her. She needed help to do it with her. Yeah. Put the pride aside. Yeah. Those of us that don't ask for help, you're too prideful. How do you know you need help? I know I'm in need of help. Write this down. When I'm stuck, shucks, in an area. I've tried to assemble it. I think I'm reading it right, but here's what she needed help with. She needed help because a certain part wouldn't fit. Danto, a certain part she was assembling wouldn't fit. She needed help lifting. So she said, baby, can you come help me? Now watch this. Watch my response. Because I've seen the work and the time she's investing into doing it. And I came in and I saw she's taken the resources out of the box. I saw there was different components that had already been put together. I saw the time that she had been in there, the commitment, the consistency. I saw all of that, and I saw the piece that she needed help with. I was inspired to help someone that had already chosen to help themselves. Can I ask you a question? Are you calling for help? Or are you holding people hostage? Shucks. All right. Help is, I've done this, I'm doing this, I need help with just this part. That's help. I'm help. Yeah. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I've done this, I'm just this part right here is, I can't fit this. Can you help me with this? Can you proofread my chart? Can you proofread how many people I've been talking to? Here's how many people I've been prospecting. These are the Facebook lives I've been doing. Here's what I've been saying. Can you help me? Because it doesn't seem like I'm missing, I'm missing a leg to go executive. I'm missing this part of volume. I don't know where I'm gonna find how this is gonna work to go down, but maybe you can help me with this. Hostages, all of this is here. You need to do this for me. Hostage negotiations are hostile. Yeah. You ever seen a movie where it's hostage negotiations going on? They bring in a negotiator and the person, listen, is making demands. You ain't asking for help, you're making demands. When you gonna place somebody under me? You don't want to talk this morning. When you gonna put somebody in my business? If you don't do this, I won't do that. See, in hostage negotiation, they threaten to kill people if you don't meet their demands. And some of you are threatening to kill people in your business. Kill people's businesses because you're in hostile negotiations. All right, let me pause. I think we need to come up for air. I think we're going so deep this morning. Let's come up for air. Can we come up for air? She called and asked for help because I saw all she had been working on. I go in there to help her. And after I help, I leave. Are you listening to me? Because when the help doesn't leave, the help becomes a crutch. Oh, Jared, why don't you? Because I'm not going to be your crutch. All right, you don't know. You don't want to hear. You don't want to hear truth this morning. I am so happy and grateful now that we have 100 VIPs in our It Works business by December 31st, 2021. I'm so happy and grateful now that we have 100 VIPs in our It Works business by December 31st, 2021. See, I'm so happy and grateful now. So, this is the declaration we're making. I can help you get there. I can't become your crutch. If I become your crutch, you'll never get there. Even those that have hurt a leg, oh God. At some point, you got to put down the crutches. Is that right? To get that leg strong, I've got to put down my crutch. The reason why the legs you're building in, some of you, the reason why you don't have strong legs is because you have confused helping with crutching. Shucks. I need the leg to get strong, so I've got to pull out of it. I've got to allow weight to build your strength. And the crutch releases or relieves the weight that builds strength. There can be no strength without struggle. There can be no destiny without difficulty. And so many people, the reason why they're not consistent is because it gets difficult. It gets hard. We start looking for ways of escape versus looking for the way to evolve. Are you listening to me this morning? And so, how are we evolving? We got the Slim Me movement, right? Part of evolution is saying, okay, am I bought in? Am I posting? Am I sharing? Somebody asked the question, how do I market without getting on people's nerves, right? Let me go back up to that question. Let me make sure I read it correctly. How do I market without getting on people's nerves? Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Yeah, help, help, help. Ask for help. Ask for help. Don't ask for a crutch. Ask for help. Yeah, ask for help. Don't ask for a crutch. I don't want you to be my crutch. How do you work with? Oh, yeah, somebody asked me, how do I work with introverts? Most people aren't introverts, they're just afraid. Write it down. Most people are not introverts, they're just afraid. They're afraid of rejection. That's okay. They're afraid of what people think. If you could ever get to the point of releasing people from holding you back based on what they think, you'll succeed. All right. So next question. Anybody else have some questions? Charting. Charting, there's no reason to chart if you're not sponsoring new people. What are you charting? Your boxes are empty. Set a goal. What's your sponsoring goal this month? Not your recruiting goal. What is your sponsoring goal this month? Remember, when you sponsor somebody, you become responsible for showing them and plugging them into the system. You don't have anybody sponsored until the person you sponsored has at least enrolled 3 distributors and got 6 loyal customers. Until that person has enrolled 3 distributors and 6 loyal customers, you haven't sponsored them, you've recruited them. I have no desire to become a top recruiter. My desire is to be a top sponsor. How do you know you become a top sponsor? When your name keeps showing up in people's testimonials. That's how you know. All right, I'm piggybacking off the mess. Okay. Somebody said, okay, yes. Somebody asked about introverts, right? Any other questions? I want to, like I said, I want this to serve you this morning. Put your questions. If you need to send them direct to me, you can. That's fine. If you want to put it in the chat to everybody, you can. Either one. Put it in the chat. Let me know what questions we have this morning. So a couple of things from a support standpoint, help standpoint. You got to be reaching out for help. Are you talking to your sponsor or to your coach consistently? Okay. Are you reaching out? Is there any form of communication? If you're going days and weeks without communicating to the person that can help you, you're either stuck on assembly or you don't even have the resources ordered. You follow me? You gotta be reaching out. Reach out to some of these rubies. Reach out to your upline emeralds, your upline diamonds and doubles. Why? They've charted a path. They've assembled what you're putting together. You follow me? All right, somebody applying the knowledge is given. Okay, great. So sponsoring. What's my sponsoring goal this month? When your business hits the wall, and it always will. What do I mean by hit the wall? You hit the wall at Ruby. You hit the wall at Emerald, meaning there's no progression, there's no growth. You're not growing. Your volume's not growing, your check's not growing, right? Your team's not growing. How many of us, come on, let's tell the truth, shame the devil. How many of us in your It Works business career, you've hit the wall? Come on, show of hands. I've hit the wall. How do I get over the wall? How do I get over the hump? Number one, personal development. not personal education. Not personal. See, personal education is just what I'm listening to and what I'm reading. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But to develop means I take what I've listened to, I take what I'm reading, and I apply it in my business. That's how I develop. You know how you develop muscle? Not by reading about lifting weights. Like when you go to the gym, how many of you have ever been to the gym and you see these people they got like a notebook of like their workout regimen? They didn't sat down, they're gonna do 300 this and they got the big old, they don't have no little bottle of water. They got the big bottle of water with them. How many of you know what I'm talking about, right? You've seen people like this. And they've got a whole regimen written down and they start to implement it. That's what personal education is what's written. Personal development is I take what I've written, take what I'm listening to, take what I'm learning, and I start applying it. Because the law of attraction is always in operation. You follow me? So how do I get over the wall? I'm listening. I've got my pictures up. I've got I'm pouring in, and then I'm reaching out. I'm reaching out. I'm engaging more. I'm doing more presentations, more one-on-ones. I'm in the creative mode because every time I hit the wall, my parameters for success is I need to put in another 6 to 8 new personally sponsored distributors. That's how I get over the wall. That's how I get over the hump. Set a goal. I'm going to sponsor another 6 to 8 distributors in my It Works business. Set that goal. Set that goal once you hit the wall. Because if you don't, here's what happens. When you hit the wall and you don't set a new goal or you don't set that goal, you remain stagnant, you remain stuck. Okay? All right? Apply what you have, read in. Yes. I'm hitting the wall now. Okay, great. Set the goal. How do you suggest we transition? Post shares when you're not switching. Great question. Juanetta, let's talk offline about that. I've got some very, very good strategies on how to do that, but I want to explain them to you. All right. So I don't see any other questions here. Let me see. Anything else? I failed to show the plan. I failed to show the plan daily. How do I start asking for other people's time? Great question. Put together a list. Put together a list. That's number one. Put together a list of these people that you want to show the plan to. That's the first step. I've got to put the list together first. So whether that list is 5, whether that list is 10, whether it's 20, 30 people, I put my list together and then I call or I send a voice note. That's the first step. I put my list together, then I reach out. Okay. Reach out, find out, hey, how you doing? I may do small talk. How's everything going? These are if they're people that I know already. If they're not people that I know, what I have to do is continue to expose value every single day. Value. I mean, look at your top earners and It Works. Go look at them. Look at your number ones, look at the top 5 earners. Go to their social media pages. If you don't have a relationship with them, where you can pick up the phone, call them, or text them, just go look at what they're doing and duplicate it. They're constantly out there. They're constantly showing the plan. They're constantly connecting, constantly reaching out. Okay. What books are you reading right now? Couple of them. The first one I'm rereading, I'm doing everything on leadership right now. This is one, Developing the Leader Within You. Oh, can y'all see that? My green screen. Hold on. Y'all can't see that. Oh, hold on. This book here, Developing the Leaders. Developing the Leader Within You. John C. Maxwell. That's what I'm reading right now. Second one I'm reading, the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. But these are things that books I'm reading and restudying right now because we're attracting a whole new wave of leaders. And there's certain things that we want to make sure that we do differently this time with this new group of leaders. Okay. Certain things we want to do from the beginning with these group of leaders. Y'all with me? All right. All right. Any other questions? I think that was it. All right. So real quick, remember on Monday, we're back. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Mr. Tracy Fisher. Well, he and that team will be lighting it up, the opportunity call on Monday. Then 8 p.m. Central Standard Time Monday, we've got our Monday Mastermind, okay? Then, of course, Tuesday, we've got opportunity presentation, 7 p.m., as well as Thursday. We've got the support mechanisms in place. If you're not a part of the team page, the Facebook private group, make sure you do that. Make sure you add your team into that as well. Stay in that community, stay locked in. We share a lot of great insight and information in that team page as well. I see Tracy Fisher, you got your hand up here. Did you do that on purpose? Oh, I like that background, Tracy. That's from The Office.
Mr. Wilkins, can you hear me, Doc?
Yeah, loud and clear. I see you.
Doc, you see that background, Freedom?
I love that, brother.
Listen, those of you that have never been to the home office, this background, Stephanie Allen, you remember this? This is at the home office, at our beautiful home office. They literally have the word freedom right there. And all the leaders that have been through the home office, they actually signed their name on the freedom banner and hung it up right there in the office where the people are supporting our businesses, where they're supporting our business. And sometimes, Mr. Wilkins, I have to take myself mentally back to the place when I originally saw the company. Sometimes I have to mentally go back there because I remember the mental state that I was in when I had to go back there. So I just wanted to say this morning, sir, appreciate you so much, man, for everything that you do for the overall team, everything that you've been doing, that you do, and that you will do in the future for the overall team. Guys, listen, I wanted to come on real quick and just let you know that God doesn't operate on our personal time. He does not operate on our time. It's totally different. That we just have to stay in alignment with each other. We have to stay in, he doesn't operate on our personal time. The one thing that I'm doing right now, Ms. Dotson, is that I'm making sure that my vibration is correct. My vibration is strong. That's the one thing that I'm doing. If you've ever played basketball before, do me a big favor. Just put one in the comment, right? One in the chat. If you ever played basketball, whether high school, college, or professional, it doesn't matter. If you ever played basketball, put a 1 in the comment before. I see all these ones, people that have played basketball on a high school level, college level, it doesn't matter. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you ever went to, when you played basketball, have you ever got into what they call the zone? The zone is where the basketball goal, whenever you're scoring, I know Mr. Parabisa can relate to this, Mr. Wilkins can relate to this, those of us who played ball before, whenever you get into that zone, it's where the basketball goal appears to be 3 times larger than the basketball you're shooting. You see that? If you remember, Michael Jordan was in the finals, or he was playing against Portland. I'll never forget this. And after he had hit like 6 or 7 3-pointers, he went back down the court and he raised his shoulders like this. Y'all remember that? He raised his hands like this. It's because he was in the zone. In other words, Michael Jordan's vibration was right. So everything he threw at the goal, it appeared that it was going in. Everything he threw at the goal, it appeared that it was going in. But just like you've been in a zone, you've also have experienced the funk. You've also have experienced the funk. And so it's important that we understand, how do I get myself back to the right vibration of the company? How do I get myself back to the vibration to where I was experiencing the highs of my career, the highs of my business? So mentally, you must go there before you physically get there. Okay, listen to me. Mentally, you must take yourself there before you physically get there. So in essence, it's what Mr. Wilkins have been telling us. What do we have going up? What pictures do we have around us where we can emotionally get ourselves tied into that position, guys. So I just want you all to know that we are all in the process of doing it. I kind of went back, Mr. Wilkins, to where my volume was in February of 2020. In February of 2020 versus where my volume was in February of 2021. It's 25% higher this time compared to last year's volume. Now, I can get excited about that because I'm not starting off at zero. You all could be excited about that because you're not starting off at zero. You understand what I'm saying? So just get excited to where the volume is going, right? And get emotional into where the volume is going. And so I don't know about you, but I'm completely locked and loaded to this team. I'm completely locked and loaded to the vision of building for your last name. I know where we're going with this. I know where we're going with this. Mr. Wilkins is excited about, the good thing about it, Mr. Wilkins, is we don't know who's coming in. We just know that they're coming. As leaders, you don't know who's coming into your business, Ms. Rachel. You just know that they're coming, right? And so we got to make sure, guys, that we're getting the right emotions, which is so very, very important. Another thing I wanted to make mention to you guys, anytime that we get off of a call, whether I'm doing a call on Monday nights, my responsibility is to always promote the next event. Anytime that we're getting off a call, if we're speaking, if we're the featured speakers on any kind of call, let's make sure that we promote like Don King, not mention. Mentioning is different from promoting. Mentioning is different from promoting. I am guilty of mentioning certain calls, but you're going to notice my promotion level of Mr. Wilkins' call on Tuesday night, it's about to go to another level. And I want you guys to follow suit. So we know that when I come off the call on Monday night, Mr. Wilkins will be promoted on Tuesday. Hey guys, listen, you don't want to miss this. This gentleman earned millions of dollars before he turned 30 years old. Tomorrow night, he's got a window of time where he's going to be talking to a few select people. He's got a window of time where he's going to be communicating with a few, not everybody. See, not everybody is not welcome, but a few select people will be on this particular call with this multimillionaire. So I'm going to promote, guys, and that's if we have to get good at anything, I believe it's one of the most underutilized skill, which is the art of promoting and the art and the skill of edification. Let's make sure that we all learn how to properly edify one another. If I'm edifying Mr. Wilkins, let's make sure that we understand how to speak highly of the person that we're talking to whenever we're putting a prospect on the phone with that particular person. So with that being said, Mr. Wilkins, I want to turn it back over to you, sir. Appreciate you for everything that you do and everything you're doing as well. Appreciate you, sir.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, Mr. Fisher, triple diamond, six-figure earner in It Works. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, you've got some of the best here rocking it out. And I can tell you this, man, there's so many of you that are right there on the edge. You're on the cusp of greatness happening in your business. I love what Mr. Fisher said. You know, God doesn't work on your time. He doesn't. I wish he did, because stuff would have happened a long time ago, right? He works in seasons. He works in what? Seasons. You got to recognize the season you're in. Yeah. There's a winter, summer, a spring, and a fall. Those seasons come every single year. You got to recognize what season of life you're in, what season you're in. Because in every season, there's something you can learn. In every season, there's something you can strengthen. All right. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for being on today. We will see everybody Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Bring your energy, bring your team, and BYOG. Bring your own guest. All right, everybody. Good morning. We'll see you later on.